Good morning, YouTube. You're watching Swamp Fox Adventures. I'm Wally. That's Real Babes. And we're in Colorado, finally. And we are going to get some coffee first thing. You can see it right there. It's octopus coffee. So we're going to start off the day by caffeinating. After you, baby. Say goodbye to the elk. Did you not see it?
Hell yeah. 6 shots to start your day. Why not? Why not?
I am very impressed with octopus coffee. Everyone was super elated, in a very good mood. The coffee's great. I ordered an iced latte, the closest thing I can get to a cafe con leche. And the ice cubes are made out of coffee. So when they melt, your coffee doesn't get all watered down and crappy. And I thought that was awesome. The next stop is Walmart pickup here in Grand Junction. And then after that, we're heading up towards Palisades. We are almost to Walmart, and I can't get over how much I really enjoyed that octopus coffee. We might have to get back there next time we're in Junction and try some of the food. I was stoked with it. Navigating out here is kind of like playing bingo, because all the roads are named letters and numbers. Right now we are turning on road 28 1/4. We just turned off of G Road. So we are now picking up our first Walmart order. We actually have 3 Walmart orders today. I think it's all going to fit in the one bag. Okay, we got everything finished in Grand Junction. Now we are heading towards Palisades, Colorado. We are going to a specialty shop called The Happy Camper. Would you like to elaborate on The Happy Camper?
It's a dispensary.
Oh, she just came out and said it. It has been almost a full year since I have been stateside, as far as like United States mainland. Our first stop was Dallas for a layover, and the first thing that hit me was everyone cusses. Like, everyone's cussing. I wasn't prepared for it. And Real Babe seems to think a lot of the people were drunk or on drugs.
I think there was a lot of methamphetamines there in Texas for sure. I think there's a lot out here too.
Yeah, and the cussing, the huge numbers of homeless people, and everyone in Grand Junction. We went to Denny's last night. Everyone is really rough looking. Like, when I say they're rough looking, it looks like they just got out of jail for doing time for methamphetamines. It's wasn't really expected. Well, wasn't prepared for that, I should say.
It's a little bit of culture shock, I think, for you, just because you haven't been here in a while.
Yeah, you come back a lot. Palisades is an interesting little town right there. It's a couple of wine vineyards and marijuana dispensaries. Holy smokes, that's marijuana right there. So that is basically what fuels the economy here in the little town of Palisades. And we're getting off right now. Okay, there is not a whole lot in Palisades. A bunch of wineries and a bunch of recreational marijuana dispensaries. Happy Camper is down here on the left. Here we are, pulling into the Happy Camper. Yep. So what did you buy at the Happy Camper?
Got something to eat.
Some what?
I got something to eat.
Okay, well you got a hoodie too.
And I got a hoodie, yeah. I got a really cool hoodie.
It is a cool hoodie.
Oh, the Peach Shack.
Oh, Palisades Beach Shack. I'm not sure. Do you want to do some tourist tractor rides at some point?
I don't know about a tractor ride, but I'm down to go pick some peaches and do the petting zoo.
Okay. The petting zoo?
Yeah, there's a petting zoo over there.
Okay. Okay, we are getting ready to head out towards Delta and then eventually Cedaredge. We've got a couple more stops and that's about it. And if y'all are in the area, y'all need to stop at Happy Camper. Noah was a tremendous amount of help. He really helped us navigate everything in there.
He's very knowledgeable.
Extremely knowledgeable. Getting back on Interstate 70 and our next stop is Delta, Colorado. Well, we are definitely out west, y'all. Look at the Roadrunner, Wile E. Coyote type landscape. I love it out here, I really do. That is the Colorado River. Y'all can kind of see it. We're not at a real good vantage point. And it is super, super muddy, 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 muddy. And I think that is a mixture because of the rain we just got in this area and the irrigation water that gets pumped out of the river or diverted out of the river. And then after it goes through the fields and gets all muddy, it goes back into the river, carrying all the sedimentation. We quite literally just passed, and of course I didn't get it on video, some bighorn sheep that were grazing on the grass along the side of the road. And as y'all can tell, we are in prime bighorn sheep habitat. Look at that. Apparently my directions were all screwed up. So now we are getting on Highway 50 and headed towards Delta, Colorado. Real Babes has been absolute eagle eye on all the speed traps. And I know of these speed traps. It's just been so long since we've been out here, specifically since we've taken this route, that kind of forgot about them, but Real Babe spotted them. That is a big bald eagle. Oh, because America, baby.
Is that buffalo? No.
No, those are some really, really wild rocks. Okay, we have seen bighorn sheep, bald eagle, and some buffalo rocks. And now we are looking for pronghorn antelope. A lot of the times we see them in this area. And we'll probably see some wild horses as well. We are now pulling into Delta, and we are crossing over the Gunnison River, which is pretty darn muddy itself. And we're actually going to be fishing that particular section of the Gunnison. We're going to be fishing a lot of the Gunnison, but we've got some spots down here that have always been really pretty productive for us. We just passed the True View drive-in, and we might hit that up because we are drive-in. We enjoy the drive-in theaters. And you're going to be turning right at this light, baby. Second Walmart stop. I don't think we've ever been there. We just noticed Ziggy's Coffee. One thing I do like about out here in the West is there's a lot of coffee shops. Okay, let me get my seatbelt on because your car is super, the rental car is super noisy. And this is what was in the Walmart pickup. We got 2 more 6.6 medium action rods. We always fish ultralight, and this time we're throwing bigger baits and we're targeting bigger fish in the river. And that's why we bought the 2 new rods. And we haven't had a new rod out here in 12 years, maybe? At least 10. It's been a long time. We are gonna make a quick pit stop at some fast food, because here in the mainland United States, fast food is actually fast. In Puerto Rico, fast food is just go in and eat somewhere, because fast food is not fast. And
I just missed that.
oh, you did just miss it. So we're gonna go through the drive-thru, get a quick little bean burrito, because we haven't eaten yet today, but we want to make sure my father's not hungry, and so on and so forth. So we'll probably try to get us all fed together. Real Babes just pointed out, this is the first time we've been in a car in a long time, and we're sitting so low to the ground.
I feel so tiny right now. Look
She
how
was
high
like,
up the window.
yeah.
Ew, there.
7:34. Sorry, I couldn't have.
That was like record timing on fast food. Homegirl was like, open the window as soon as I pulled up. I didn't even have my foot on the brake completely. And then she's apologizing because she's like, oh, I've got fat fingers and I couldn't get your change. And I'm like, you're moving really fast.
It's right here.
And yeah, then she handed me the bag and it's like, dude, I didn't even have time to like hit the brakes. That's really fast food. Red shed.
The red shed. We are now passing the red shed, and that is a little produce stand. It's been here forever. They sell whatever's in season, and we are passing more marijuana. Or maybe that's hemp. It's probably hemp,
That looks like him.
because it doesn't have a big security fence. But the red barn, or the red shed, is actually the last place I bought a firearm before Colorado did away with private sales. I bought a single action Ruger Blackhawk 357 that we use when we raft to the river for just self-defense and plankton.
Bears.
Bears, pretty much. It's a bear gun. We just came over the Gunnison River, and I might tell you all the story at some point in this video, but Real Babes and I were the first people to raft it from Chucker Canyon all the way down to Escalante Canyon, and that is because they put a fish ladder in at the roller dam, and the roller dam is what prevented everyone from rafting all the way down the river. You used to have to get out of the river right there at Highway 65 bridge that we just passed, because there was no way to get around the roller dam. And then they put in a fish ladder, and Real Babes and I looked at it on Google Earth, and we were like, you know what? I bet you can get a raft down there. And we used Google Earth and took sequential photos of the river beyond that point, because we had never rafted it, and basically used those as a map. And we didn't know we were the first ones to do it. We got down to Escalante Canyon, which was our pickup point. We pulled the raft out, and we weren't getting picked up the next morning. A buddy was coming to get us. So we camped out under the bridge, had a little fire, cooked some dinner, went to bed, woke up, and I heard a truck, and it was some river rangers that worked for the BLM. We thought it was our ride. We started talking to them, and they were like, oh, where'd y'all come from? And we told them, and they were like, really? And we're like, yeah. And they're like, y'all are the first people to do it. Like, how'd you do it? And I started showing him pictures on the iPad. I'm like, well, you know, we checked it out. And he was like, how was it coming down the fish ladder? And I was like, pretty rough. Like, we lost, I think, all the fishing poles, all kinds of gear. Yeah, it was a lot rougher than we expected. And yeah.
You remember when I hiked back up and got that pole?
Oh yeah. And Real Babes was like, I'm gonna walk back up and look. And I'm like, because I pulled into that side of the river right afterwards, and I was like, oh my God, everything's gone. And she's like, I'm gonna hike up and look. I'm like, you're never gonna find them. They're gone. They're gone. The river's taken them. And she walked up there and she found them. They had started drifting down, and there was a low-hanging tree, and one of the rod tips, the line, snagged on it. And then the other rods like snagged on the line of the one that got hung up. And I think you got them all back.
I did. We got everything back.
That was really, really impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a real hike back up the canyon or whatever. But yeah, I remember that. That was fun.
It was a good trip. I think we did it in 3 days. And the railway, the train tracks go right by it. And once in a while, you'd get a big coal train. And they don't ever see anyone on the river down there. And so the engineers, I guess, would get really excited. And they would totally light up the horns for us. Remember that?
That was so cool. For like in the middle of the desert, in the middle of the canyons. And like, we haven't seen a human being in so long. And then you see this train coming up the tracks way far away. You can tell they spotted us too. We're like, yeah, they're, honking
They would
horns.
wave and blow that horn. And in the canyons, with the echo and everything, oh, it was so loud.
It was kind of surreal. It was really neat, yeah.
We've been talking about maybe doing the river again. We still have all our gear here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to play it by ear.
Thanks to Grampy, held on to our stuff for us.
Yeah. That is the Sinclair gas station dinosaur. Sinclair is a chain of gas stations throughout America, particularly out west. And my brother actually grew up, well, not here, we are in Orchard City. We're about halfway from the Delta Valley up into Cedaredge right now. My brother grew up here, and he's actually got one of the dinosaurs tattooed on him, one of the Sinclair dinosaurs. I think he even has the Sinclair gas station sign. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But I always thought that was pretty cool. Pulled over so Real Babes could eat her chalupa. Oh, you got it all doctored up with fire sauce. It's looking tasty. There's the Coffee Barn, which is the local little coffee joint. And down there is Main Street, which y'all will see some since we're going to be here for a little bit. We have our third animal sighting. It's a marmot, known around here as whistle pigs. I'm gonna use the phone to blow them up, zoom in on it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what is known in western Colorado as a whistle pig. It is a marmot, and it is actually, oh, there he goes. We'll see if he pops back. He didn't go too far. He's right on the other side of this big boulder. Oh, and there he goes. He's in his hole. He is in his little whistle pig hole. Surface Creek is looking pretty good, a little muddy. And we've got a ton of these grasshoppers out. So we're probably gonna buy a little cricket cage, catch a bunch of the grasshoppers, and fish them as bait. Just live drift them through here. We're gonna go see if that whistle pig's back. I can see his rock from here. I am not seeing him. Nope, he must be done for the day. We just got settled in, organized a bunch of our gear, and already got a chore list that we're not gonna start on until tomorrow. So we are gonna go into town. We're gonna get a little bite to eat because we need to do some provisioning at the grocery store, and we wanna make sure we eat beforehand so we don't go in there hungry and buy up the whole store. Real Babes wants Doritos.
No, I don't.
Actually, I found a 2-bag secret Doritos stash that she left last time.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna do Subway. Eat fresh. Oh, there's the antler truck. I'll blow it up, YouTube. I don't know if you can see it. Oh. Subway. Oh, there's a lot of pretzel. Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna skip.
We are now headed to the grocery store. We had a family friend stop by the house, so Real Babes and I ran back to the house, met with her, chatted, and it's all right, babe. Now we are on our way to the store, which is only open till 8 o'clock. So we've got about an hour and 20 minutes. Oh my goodness. 6 deviled eggs. That's $1 an egg.
It is $1 an egg. Good thing. You know what I mean?
Check this out, y'all. Ranch Cheez-It dressing. We're going for some California French. I don't know if it's gonna be with paper products or coffee products. You like Santa Claus, baby. Making a list and checking it twice.
Got coffee filters.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to get a cucumber.
I wasn't scanning fast enough.
Yeah, I know.
Real Babes touts that she's a much higher performing scanning person.
For lookup item alphabetically.
This would be romaine. Right?
I think it'd be under lettuce. And then right there. See, lettuce.
Romaine, there we go.
Quantity needed.
Did I win something out of that?
No, you spent money and lost last time.
Oh.
Yeah. There is nothing good to gamble on this time.
What was it I wanted last time?
I don't know. I even got some carrots because we are going to feed the whistle pig. Your
I'm
baby's
excited
pretty
about
excited
that.
about that. What did you just buy in the
I just
parking
bought
lot?
some tamales. They're nice and hot. They smell amazing. You know they're homemade.
Oh, those are nice and hot and tasty.
Yep.
We got 10 for 20 bucks. Real Babes is turning around on Highway 65 to go back and ask the tamale vendor, ¿Qué tipo carne? We've already seen 6 deer, and we usually see some right on my father's street. I'm tempted to put my carrot bait station for the whistle pig out tonight, but I'm also a little nervous that's gonna get deer eaten, which I guess isn't a bad thing.
No.
It's still wildlife viewing, so maybe I will put the carrot out tonight. Okay, they are pork and chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks good.
Tomorrow for lunch,
Mm.
or even dinner.
Yeah. Pretty sure she's an angel.
No, these are really good tamales.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Mm. That was it. That was our first day in Colorado. It wasn't too exciting because we had a lot of errands to run, so on and so forth, and we had to get settled in. We are now settled in. We've been dealing with a lot of rain, but it looks like the weather is going to be sunny from this point forward. And the creek is starting to clear up. There's some carrots that Real Babes put out for the whistle pig. And that's it. Love y'all, and we will see y'all as soon as we turn the GoPro back on.